Hello, Randy Rain here, and check it out. It's the Radio Shack space tank. I finally got one. The Radio Shack space tank. Can you believe it? I don't remember the space tank either, but I think it goes along with this here robot because it works kind of the exact same way. And this is also a Radio Shack robot. So what happens? Well, guess what? It's the little doohickeys here that you put in, and as it spins, it moves this little arm back and forth and makes it does things. And there's supposed to be a whole bunch of those, and I have a few here for this one that I made because this one only came with one. But these are a little bigger. They actually fit. It's the same little sprocket that goes on, but it's these are different size. These are bigger, so I'm going to have to make some bigger ones than this. And the treads on here, they are in really good shape, so that's going to help. But yeah, that's rattling noise is the corroded battery terminals that are falling apart. I don't think it needs to be retrobrited. I think it's just really dirty. Anyway, time to get inside. Go ahead and take this little thing out. I like this antenna here, that it doesn't do anything. And at one point, it cost $15. Got 4 screws. Okay, I see a flasher over here. As it spins, it's gonna flash here. This is coming over here and rubbing on the other shaft. So coming electricity, it's for the light. Electricity's coming through the switch to here, going through here every once in a while, through here, coming to here, which is going to the light, coming back, coming to here. Well, I'm seeing a problem here. You have this gear on the motor, and it actually looks pretty good. I think it's a 12 tooth, and a lot of times these are too big to really crack if they're not too old. I'll change it anyway. And then it's getting reduced down through this system here, which eventually is turning this shaft down through here, which is the one that's doing the switching for the light. It also has a screw that goes to a crown gear that turns this thing, and that's it. Now if you start from the reverse, you have the power of the tracks coming in here. It would be going to this, which is cracked, in this shaft, and it going nowhere. Same thing on this side. This is connected, but that shaft here is not connected. I'm pretty sure since these gears here are split, I'm guessing there was a gear that connected right here to the main power gears, and it shattered, completely broke away, and has fallen out of the holes here somewhere and is gone forever. So I think I have to figure out what gear that is. Okay, so I guess next is to open this. Okay. Not exactly sure what that just did. Maybe these have to come off. Can I get these off? Yeah. There's some sort of metal clip thing here. I don't know what that is. I don't see how it holds anything on. These have got to be just pressure put on here. none of these spin the shaft. They're spinning on the shaft. I don't know why this one has this weird clip on it. So I don't know how this can come out of there without those coming off. Not budging, huh? There we go. Just needed a little bit more force. Oh, there. We'll just slide that one right out. For now, at least. Yeah. Got to get up pretty early in the morning. Still have no idea what that does. Go ahead and take the motor off. Okay, so I know these gears are bad. Crack. Okay, I put it all kind of back together and I can see how this works. Okay, so as the little cog here spins, it pushes this thing back and forth. So center, like, or halfway of the distance it can go, should activate both of these. So at this point, a gear should be right here, one that's broken that I'm going to replace. So it turns this. There should be a gear here that turns this one. But if it slid over a little bit more, either way, it should disconnect one but still keep the other. So if it went here, like all the way here, it seems like that should be this. I don't know, this rod seems like it needs to be moved over some. It looks like it's traveled this way too much. It's pushed over. And the little grooves that hold the gears, it makes sense for it to move over. Except for the grooves that I think I see down here that are for the gear that's missing. So there's a hole here. The gear, I guess, goes here, but it can also go here and here, and it slides. And it's always touching this gear, no matter where it slides to. But if that's the case, and it hasn't moved over, because according to in there it doesn't look like it, then this gear would have to just barely even hang on there, because it needs to go past here when it's in this direction, and it doesn't engage until it gets pulled over. That just seems weird that it's hanging off over here when you have so much over on this side. That's the total opposite. So this one would need to be connected here like that, and it needs to be moved over for center. It'd be here, and then when the other one's engaged by itself, this one becomes unengaged. Okay, to get in this thing, there's clips. There's a clip here. I knew that was going to happen. This is why I hate clips. There's like impossible. Another bad design here. There we go. That gear seems okay. That gear wasn't cracked, but might as well change it. Okay, so now I need to drill a bigger hole in my gears. And I think this is... it should work. It's the same gear. Anyway, I gotta drill bigger holes, so to the shop for bigger holes and straighter holes. Okay, so if you need to drill out gears and to get them perfect, so you build a little wooden bridge on the table of the drill press, lock it in place, put a scrap piece of wood underneath the bridge, and drill a hole the size of the gear. You can then pull that piece of wood out and get the drill bit out through the hole, and then replace the scrap of wood, drop the gear into the hole, so then change out the drill bit for the bore size that you need, place the scrap piece of wood back in, put the little gear into the hole, get a little nail or something to hold it in place, and then slowly drill in, and you'll get it as center as you're ever going to get it. So now to work on the battery terminals that are a miracle. They're the reverse terminals. It's backwards world where the positive is corroded, not the negative. There. I don't think this is corroded all the way through. I think I'm still good. So my favorite stuff for this is this stuff. And I get people say, you should use vinegar. No, you should use this stuff. Literally, it will be done in just a minute. We can probably even watch it. Okay, you saw it. I mean, it's not gone completely, but you can see what I'm talking about here. You can see it taking effect there. Okay, so but now I have to remake this. It's the same as this one. And also, please don't tell me to use tin snips. I have tin snips. Trust me, scissors work a lot better. Much cleaner cut. So we'll go here. And if I don't get it just perfect, we'll try cutting just a little sliver like that with a pair of tin snips. Try cutting that. Do that with a pair of tin snips. Show me that. Take a little sliver off this way. Look at that little sliver. Just cutting a little sliver. Couldn't do that with no tin snips. Also, it's too wide. So I gotta cut a whole little sliver through this whole thing. Yeah. That's perfect. Better neutralize some of these little pieces of corrosion floating around in here. So I guess I can take this price tag off. And this, another tab here. At least that one comes off pretty easily. Tab here that I'm not going to bother to take off. Okay, the bulb doesn't work. It's burnt out. I can take this off, but I'm not going to. Okay, I don't want to take all these decals off. They're too nice and too good a shape. So I'm just going to try some multi-purpose cleaner. Okay, so this has to go through here. There's got to be a gear here. And the gear's on the end. So one of these I made drilled out just a hair bigger. So this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, because it was hard to get on there. So this is the one that goes through here. And that is the right size gear that goes there, it looks like. Maybe. Is it? Maybe it's not. Uh-oh. Doesn't look right. Okay, that's it right there. You go into place. Now for this one, the easy clip to get off because it had a small side on it. That can pop where the other one didn't, and I have to redo it. Alright, I 3D printed a clip here. I think you're supposed to slide it on. Looks like it now. Mine fit. Yeah. Okay, when they go on, yes. What in the world does this clip do? It looks like it's, does it hit here and stop? It does. That's what that clip is doing. So it's going to stop when it gets over here. and bend that up as much as I can because that has to be pushing on that. It's locked in like that. And I'm putting this back. Well, there you have it, the Radio Shack space tank. Now you want to see this in action? Well, I made a few of the cogs. Let's see it in action. This is the first one. This is the original one. This is the only original one that I have. And then you got this one that looks like a little Chinese star or something. And then you have two that are kind of the same, but not really. One of them is my favorite. So the space tank is pretty cool. A kid would like to play with it, or it also looked great on the shelf of someone's collection. That's why this thing is on sale on eBay right now. So go check the link below and help support the channel and buy the tank. It comes with the little cogs that I made and everything. So please go check it out. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up. That helps the whole channel thingamajobber. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. You know all this stuff. Anyway, I want to thank these people here. These are patrons. These are people helping me out, and I appreciate them oh so very much. I am so appreciative of them. I'm really glad to get to know these people here. Anyway, if you'd like to become a patron, there's a link below, and there's some perks. And anyway, go check it out. Check the eBay link. Thanks for watching. Okay, that is not a 10-tooth gear in there. That doesn't work. It keeps slipping. That's the problem. Is it's just barely not working. Yeah. It has to be this 12-tooth gear. Has to be.